All right, we're live. Welcome to the Aisha Sisters Show podcast, everyone. Hello, I am Honey, and I am here with my sisters, Queen Sue, Amira, and Bunnie. Today's show will be about the effects of mental abuse.
All right.
Okay, for some reason, it's not going to go live. Okay, for some reason, we're not getting live on the Lordism group right now, but that's okay. That is okay. All right. You guys ready? How you guys doing? Hi, Queen Sue. You got any? Hi, Queen
I,
Sue. Hi,
I'm doing
Amira.
I'm doing fairly well, hoping that everybody else is doing just as good as I'm doing. You said that we're not gonna be able to go online.
Well, we're live right now. For some reason, it's not allowing us to go live in the Lordism group, in Kent's group for whatever reason. But we'll fix that at some point. I'll
Okay.
let them. Yes. How you doing, Amira?
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's all well on my end. How you doing?
Bless. How you doing, Bunnie?
All is well. Peace and blessings. How is everybody?
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, guys. Now before we begin, we'd like to start with a prayer so that we will have more of Him and less of us. Queen Sue, do you want to lead the prayer, or do you want me to do the Al-Fatiha?
I want you to do the Fatiha.
All right, palms up, everyone. Bismillahir Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Rahman Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka nabudu wa iyaka nasta'in. Indina seratal mustaqim. Seratal latina aamta alayhim. Gairel magdubi alayhim. Wala dalin. Amin.
Amen.
Um,
All right.
Amen.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a brief commercial break before we start our first half of the show. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channels.
But the historical meaning behind Aisha, it formulated from the Muhammad of the Muslim race. He married this girl. You could go to Google. She was about 13 years old. Back in the day, they would take children, women, and they would place them in different families and make you marry them. That's how the culture was. So, as 13 years old, some of the Bible, some of the history says 13, but some of the history say 9. But from her becoming a child, which she didn't look at this man as her husband, she looked at him as a father because she was a child like mine. But he groomed her up into a complete woman. And this woman that we was named behind Aisha, she took and she raised a whole nation of strong kings and women. She took on the job of formulating leadership, feeding people, fighting in wars, doing what she had to do. She was a great warrior. And the minister seen the warrior inside of us, and he seen that we wasn't about no destruction. We was about growth and development, and he wanted to take the goodness that was inside of us as women and as mothers, for us to instill that inside of our youth that was growing up today to be better in this world, so we can move forward by planting a good seed inside of them instead of a rotten. Because when you put a seed down into the ground and you water it, it's gonna come up what it's supposed to be. And if you put the seed in the water and the ground the right way, you're gonna bloom up righteousness and right things. So along the way, a lot of us been misguided on plenty of occasions. But with the Aisha Sister program and we coming together as sisters, we learning to learn who one another are. We learning to be trustworthy of each other. We're learning how to hold on to each other and to push each other to the fullest intensity of your growth and beyond.
All right, all right. Thank you,
Huh?
Queen. That was beautiful. Okay, ladies. The topic of our show today is the effects of mental abuse. Would anyone like to start?
Ooh, I can start.
Okay.
So, with mental abuse, I know it sounds kind of weird just saying mental abuse. It's different types. It's verbally, people ignoring your feelings, them being possessive, manipulating you, changing your way of thinking, your way of living, making you think everything you do is wrong because of how they feel about themselves or whatever happened to them. Um, I've been affected by mental abuse before. I'm still kind of healing from it a little bit, not too much, because it's getting better day by day. It don't just happen overnight. You got to realize that you're going through it first. I was blindsided by mine. Like I was in lust, basically, because it would definitely wasn't love to do me like that. But he treated me very good. Everything was like cordial, how it should be in a relationship, how a man should treat a woman, but he was doing it to milk me in so I can only depend on him and only need him and only want him. And I didn't notice it until I felt dumb one day. Like I had to call my mom, like, you think I'm dumb? She like, when you ask questions like that, you should know the answer to it. And I had to realize that I was being dumb. And I didn't realize that I was being manipulated and mentally abused because I thought I was in love of the thought of.
Yeah, I think we've all been down that path. For me, I think I witnessed mental abuse before I became a victim, and so I think that with myself personally, I watched my father mentally abuse my mother. You know what I'm saying? Was kept belittling her, and I think maybe subconsciously I felt like that was how it was supposed to be. And it took some years of growing and some therapy to understand that was very harmful behavior. Very.
And some people don't realize how harmful it is until they get into another type of situation, not even just relationships and like platonic relationships and whatnot, like with regular everyday people. How you talk to them, how you judge them, like, because you wasn't able to stand up, you wasn't able to say it or do it. So you going to talk them down, put them down in a lower state of mental frame because that's where your mind at. So it
Yes.
makes you feel more comfortable with somebody else being like that. It's not right.
I,
Not
I
at all.
feel I feel that when it comes to mental abuse, that's just like when you saying your ABCs from A to Z. It's a scale that's so high and so low at the same time
Mm-hmm.
because we are victims from birth out of our mother's womb because it's a generational cycle curse. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? And it
Yes.
keep on getting passed on from from our parents to our parents to us to our children. You understand what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
child is only what they know from what they habitat is and their growth is. You hear what I'm saying? And the
Yes.
reason why I'm using that is because you could take a well-to-do family. You hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
That the parents uh gonna sit you at the table for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You hear what I'm saying? They're
Mm-hmm.
gonna talk to you like you are an adult, which is they are. So this is how a lot of Caucasian families and families that have been raised right, you know, alter and treat their children. We was doing a study on um the different raising of children, and it has a whole lot to do with your mental. You understand what I'm saying? If you getting raised up, if your kids get up in the morning time and you say good morning, have a great day, then they gonna push out nothing but goodness. You understand what I'm saying? Because they didn't have a good morning and a good send off. But if you wake up in the morning time and the parent laying in the bed, they not getting out of bed, they say, get your M so and so up right now. That child gonna go to school mad, mean. You understand what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
passing all of that negativity on to the next person. So the mental illness is so um fragile in raising the children and what your children be around, what we be around, how we are treated, and then the majority of us women that follows with low self-esteem is because we didn't have no real high esteem to look up to say that we're beautiful. We could do anything in the world that we want to do because we know the power. Our brains are so strong and powerful. We was always brought into negativity. Sit your butt down. You ain't nothing. You ain't gonna never be nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So those type of conversation, what comes out of your mouth turn into living words, and living words turn into living demons inside of you because
Yeah.
you don't never erase any. With one thing we was taught that you got to be mindful what you say to somebody because words turn to living things, and words and your tongue can deliver life or death. And
Yeah.
not saying life or death like you dead, but you could be dead in your spirit by the way somebody treats you and talk to you. And that forms a status of mental illness. Because a lot of times kids come up, they try to block out bad things. You hear what I'm saying? And then some of them become into bullies and stuff like that. So this mental thing goes real, real far.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
um, with the mental abuse, it could be a lot of different ways. Say, such as me as an example. I lost my mother when she was pregnant with me. Then my father got his throat cut. Then I get shot in the head at 13. So that made my whole mindset different. So I think different from others, and I'm still suffering from that right now. So, um, with my mental is when I was growing up, I wasn't raised with women's. I was raised with men's. So, like that really screwed me up for a long time. So, like right now, I'm a different type of animal, but at the same time, I'm still a human being.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, a lot of cases where I did used to go to school and my mentality will be messed up because you got ones to say this, ones to say that, like putting you down or whatever. And that's what turned me into, like, I'm not gonna say evil, but like a vengeful person. So, I've been trying to like grow with that a little bit. I've been reaching out to some sisters. Fatima is a big help. Honey is starting to blow me up now. So, um, I've been, I just been trying to get it right or whatever. Um, Now the mental, you can look normal as possible, but at the same time, you can be messed up, such
Really.
as myself. I'm not gonna keep saying that I'm messed up, but I can only speak for myself.
Right.
So, um, and like Queen said, that will grow on you as a child, as a person saying this and a person saying that. Um, that sticks with you for a very very long time, and
Yeah.
sometimes you cannot heal from those certain things.
Especially if you don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes.
my type of healing, speaking for myself, is way different. I used to lash out with violence or et cetera, et cetera. But as I got past 30, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it started coping with me. Like, you got
Yeah.
to get this right. You got to get that right. You got these kids to take care of. You got this to do. You got that to do. So like I be having like 10 different thoughts going through my head at one time, which they call it racing thoughts or whatever. So I would say, like, why would I sit down in front of someone and tell them, such as a psychologist or a psych doctor, what's going on inside of me when they're only gonna do, some are there to help you and some just like they make it worse for you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that'll be my inlight with that a little bit.
Well, let me impart this inside of you. I feel that you know that mental abuse need to be dealt with people that has total experience with dealing with people with mental issue, because that's they study, that's their gift that they have. And a lot of times, a person when they suffering from different ailments and they go to have counseling, you do be rebellious because you don't want to tell people the ugliness that's inside you because it's hurting you. But you got to understand, once you release the beast, baby, you understand what I'm saying? Once you release the beast, then you see that, oh, I let the monster go. You understand what I'm saying? Because I told somebody you had to see when stuff get too bottled up inside of you, pressure will bust a pipe.
But
You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta release the pressure that's tapping inside of your brain, that's making you do different things that you wouldn't ordinarily do because you acting out, because hurt people hurt
Hurt.
other people.
Yes.
You understand me? So with that being said, it's always good. Just like you said, you have Fatima and you have Honey. You getting therapy and don't even know that you're getting therapy because they talking to your inner spirit. They letting you know. And I want you to know before I get off the show, you are truly loved. You are truly beautiful. And any hurt that you embarked on, it could be everything that's broken can be fixed, honey. You understand
That's
what I'm saying?
that's
You
it.
gotta willing to be one that help and accept that help, and it'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's good that we get having this topic today on this mental illness, because you ain't the only one in the boat. You're talking to the choir, honey.
a lot of
It's
people.
some of us. It's some of us to hold things in and walk with our head up high like ain't nothing wrong with us, and get behind a closed door and being kicked the door in half like Bruce Lee karate chop
It's
and knock somebody's
me.
head off.
It's I have
Me.
done that before.
Okay, listen, y'all. She ain't lying. It's
Mhm.
funny because I come from a strong family, right? So and I don't know about y'all family. Like I'm a like Amira said, like with my family, a lot of stuff, we it just don't get talked about, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I witnessed a lot of things growing up. Thank God that a lot of things bypassed me too, but I witnessed a lot of things. And so growing up, a lot of things that I witnessed I thought was okay. See, all my aunties got beat up. You understand what I'm saying? It was a domestic violence. You know, um, Now in my home, my mother was the aggressor. So I didn't see dynamic in my house. My mama used to jump on my daddy, but all my aunts, my grandmama had 8 daughters, and all of them was in abusive relationships. All of them. So, I see aunties with black eyes. I see aunties with busted noses. I didn't see aunties with casts on. You understand what I'm saying? And so growing up, when I got a little older and I started dating, I thought that was okay for a
To be
man
abused.
to abuse me. You understand what I'm saying? But once I got into my adulthood, now this was in my teenage years. Once I got into my adulthood, I realized that was not the way. But what wound up happening throughout the course of the years, I didn't talk about the things that I saw. I didn't talk about the things that I had experienced. So I had a whole lot bottled up and I was angry and I was leaking anger everywhere I went. You
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying? I was literally leaking anger, mad, and it wasn't until a few years ago I was really I was in a real dysfunctional relationship, and when I tell you it broke me, it literally broke my spirit. I was totally broken. I was so low that I couldn't do nothing but seek some help, because guess what? I didn't trust anybody that was close to me to talk about what I was going through.
Right.
I ain't trust my friends. I ain't trust my family, because of the different things that had transpired throughout the years. There was no trust. You understand, in those genres. I didn't trust my mate, didn't trust my family, didn't trust my friends. So now I got all this anger, and now I got some hurt, because now not only did I lose my queen, my mother passed away, and I was being abused at the same time. Now I didn't get physically abused, but I was definitely mentally abused. And when I tell you, sometimes them words that I was hit with hurt way more than any punch. I think I could have got shot and it wouldn't have hurt more than some of them words that I got hit
You
with.
like that.
You understand what I'm saying? I had to get some help, and I thank God for it, because now today, um, I'm able to deal with things as they come to me. And I know today that those things aren't right. I know today that there is power in the tongue. I know today that I have to speak not only life into myself, but any
Mm-hmm.
situation that I enter in, I have to speak life into it. I can no longer deal with anything low vibrational, because it's going to take me right back to that bad space that I was in when I was balled up in fetal position. You understand what I'm saying? Crying to this strange ass lady about, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know. I can't breathe. I felt like George Floyd, baby. I couldn't breathe. Okay. I could. I
Right.
was messed up. But I thank God today that I thank God. I guess I thank God for the rock bottom, because had I not been broken in the spirit like that,
Tell me some talk.
I would not have sought help to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely 1,000% better today.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thankful that I went through it too in a certain way. I know it sounds crazy to people listening,
Uh,
but you never know how to do better until you've been down and don't want to experience nothing like that no more. So you aim for just nothing but better. You don't
yeah,
want to turn back to that way or ever feel like that again, because that feels
ever.
the lowest of the low. And like you said, there's nothing that you can really do except accept it and try to do better for yourself once you know and whatnot, because you could be stuck there for a very long time. People
Yeah,
die like that. People die because of that. Not even the situation that got them like that, just because they're at that point mentally, period.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like they kill themselves and everything. Like it's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
That's what causes suicide. That's what called deep depression. When you be trying to hold things in, when you be trying to deal with things in the world on your own, when you feel that you don't need no help from nobody else. You hear what I'm saying? And you close in and you mad at the whole world. But you gotta understand, when you
yeah,
smile, the
yeah,
world smiles back at you.
yeah,
You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta cry out to the rocks, baby. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? You gotta utterly cry out to the rock, because you gotta know who you are as a person. See, that self love conquer any demon, any illness, or anything that we're going through. When you learn to love the skin that you in, when you learn to love every pimple on your body, when you learn to love every dimple on your body, everything about you, if you're bald headed, if you learn every little part that is not right, just learning to love you. Because we could say that we love people, and I'm gonna tell y'all this example. I was in love. I used to tell uh the king that I was with then, oh, I love you. I love you. I love you more than life itself. That's what I used to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
mhm,
he told me, this was in 1999. He said, don't tell me that you love me ever again. You know what I'm saying? He said, because you stand here not loving who you are today. And I look like, huh? I ain't gonna tell me I don't love her. I know I love this man. You understand what I'm saying? Why I don't love myself? Because I let myself go. I found out that I was a diabetic. I wasn't taking no pills, no insulin to take care of my body. That was one thing of self destruction. I I was 500 pounds, just eating everything that I seen. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, not being in alliance with taking care and putting any and everything in my mouth. Just blown, 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 blown. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Uh, Everything I was doing, I was self-destructing. So his theory was like this: if you don't love you, it ain't no kind of way in the world you can love me. And it wasn't that he didn't love the fat on me; he knew that the fat that was on me that I didn't love, because it wouldn't have been on me like that. It wasn't that he had nothing against no big woman or anything like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was just a word, and the word is this: self-preservation start with self.
Yeah.
Yes.
When see that the world shine on you when the world see you shine. The world see you looking all dusty in the corner or something. Ooh, they bypass you.
Mm-hmm.
You are nobody. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
are nobody. Anytime your appearance shows everything about you when it's got something to do with you getting yourself together. And wait a
Yeah.
minute, I have seen women that's top models. They got their body looking good and all that kind of stuff, and they the first thing going in the bathroom throwing up every time they eat something because they hate who they are.
Yes.
So it's a catch-22 with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the
Yes.
thing that I'm saying that the mental part got to play on. You got to learn to love self, and when you love yourself, you're gonna do any means necessary to try to say, now what do I need to try to if I need some therapy to get my mind right, I'm gonna do that. You got to
Yeah.
do whatever it's gonna take to make you be right.
That's right.
Because you don't want to pass what you doing on to your children. All of us are parents, okay?
Yeah.
And whatever we have been through, God forbid us to let this fall on our children. You understand what I'm saying? And see, I can see the generational curses. I come
Mm-hmm.
against generational curses right now on mental illness.
Kind of.
Yes.
You hear? And the mental illness is really bad out there because you see a lot of people that's out there homeless. They're not just homeless because they ain't got no place to stay. They homeless because they mental won't allow them to be inside a wall.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I went
Mm-hmm.
down there, I feed the homeless, and I talked to them all the time when we had places we could give them. They didn't want to be inside because they felt enclosed inside. You could be so locked up inside of yourself. You want to lay on the side of the expressway. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You want to lay on the box. So everybody that's homeless ain't mean that they ain't got no money, no means of having a place to be. They just don't want to. They trying to get up out of that box that they in, and they don't know no way how to do it. Because mental illness is not no punk.
No, it ain't.
Mm-mm.
It leads to a lot of effects and diseases to our body, and a
Mm.
lot of things that we go through. It all started with childhood trauma and mental abuse. And you don't know no better until you find out, and you ain't gonna find out unless you want to find out.
Hmm.
So if you want to see change, you got to be the change that you want to see. Like you said, that self love, self care is very important.
And
And
just like the audience saying that, one thing that we got to stand in front of, we got to stop being, don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just the man. We got to accept accountability for
Mm-hmm.
the things that we do in this world to ourselves and to other people. We can't
yeah,
throw a rock and hide behind a stone. You
that's
understand what I'm
right.
saying?
Yes.
We
Yes.
gotta face. We gotta make our wrong our right. And even though we might not have a lifetime to turn around all the wrong stuff we did, when you make that first step, that's all. That first step is like a million steps. And the accountability on being accountable for the things that you do that's right or wrong is a big step to moving forward.
I'm gonna say this. You hit a great point as far as with the self love. When I was broken, right, I didn't
Mm,
have any self love, right, and because I was broken. I didn't love me. I didn't love. I didn't. I don't know where I was in a really bad place, and the first thing that my therapist told me to do was apologize to myself. I had to write
yeah.
myself a letter. I had to write myself a letter, and I had to apologize to myself. Then I had to take a whole year off of dating and date myself. you know so what that did for me on a personal level, right, it built up the love that I had for me. I had to regain that love. I had to really get to know me. Then I had to apologize to myself and make amends to myself first. Okay. And once I started doing that, I was able to make amends with my children because as a hurt person, as a broken person, I wasn't I wasn't the best person that I could be. I wasn't the best mother. I wasn't the best daughter. I wasn't the best nothing because I wasn't living to my fullest potential. And I thank God for my therapy so that because it enabled me to grow within myself and enabled me to touch on all those deep hurt spots that I actually didn't even know that was broken from a child. You
Mhm.
understand? My therapist told me to go back to the beginning. I thought the beginning was in 2015, 2017 when I started that relationship. I didn't know that the beginning was in 1978. You understand? When I'm seeing my aunties with black eyes and busted noses, when I'm hearing my father call my mother a functional illiterate because he was on drugs and she worked in Fortune 500 companies, but she only had she only had a GED. See, he was a dope fiend with an associate's degree. My mama had a GED, so he was mentally abusing her. So you see what I'm saying? See, I'm here. It is. I'm thinking that my situation started when the relationship started with the nigga that crushed me, and I was so wrong. Just like with
Yeah.
just like with what Amira said, her situation started and her onset when her mother was killed, when her father was killed, when she was sent to them uncles. You know what I'm saying? You know, those things start so early in life that we don't even realize how deeply rooted the trauma really is.
That's why I say you got to know. Some people don't even know they mentally abused. They walking around here thinking everything's okay.
Everything
I ain't trying to
okay? Yes,
ruin you or make you think like everything ain't okay because it could possibly be. But you still got to know that where you fall short in some places and it's repetitive, that's something that you got to backtrack from way back when
way
because
back when.
it's repetitive in your mind. So it's going to keep being repetitive in your spirit because you
Yes,
carrying
indeed.
that.
Okay, y'all, we have to take another commercial break. Please like, subscribe, and share our
Love to
counterparts
welcome
as
you
well.
all to
Hey, Talk.
Ignored. Just like Flint, all this stuff gets pushed to the side and it's crazy, but we will talk about it because we have to have a talk about it.
Yeah.
How you feel about the government response to this?
I mean, the city and the state, they have responded by giving bottles of water, but that's not enough. There's so much more that could be getting done.
Things like this makes me wonder who planned this or is this already orchestrated?
Yeah, make sure, yeah, put everything in the LLC, man, and put everything in the trust. I put like that, and you'll learn when you learn to put yourself in the trust and the LLC, you'll learn that that's how the white people live. That's how the white people file bankruptcy. How the white people keep getting loans. How Donald Trump became a billionaire. He filed bankruptcy on everything he did because they couldn't sue him because he owned LLC and on the trust. Simple as that.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you guys. I want to thank our audience so much for for sacrificing some of their Super Bowl Sunday to tune into our podcast. We have a lot of people online right now, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being on here to support us, for participating. I'm appreciating all these wonderful comments.
Thank
Um,
you.
we got a lot of participation. I really appreciate that. On Super Bowl Sunday, Valentine's weekend, y'all could have been anywhere, but y'all chose to spend an hour with the Aisha Sister show, and I thank you guys. All right, sisters, we're back. Okay, Amira, you've been quiet over there.
I've been smoking.
I'm hating, and I'm low key hating. Okay, I should have rolled one up before this show started.
I've been smoking a lot.
Get your smoke on then, girl.
Yeah, right.
I was trying, I didn't want to be disrespectful and smoking the camera, so I'm just dipping off like.
Don't feel bad, sis. I do it all the time. Okay, okay.
But I really love what the queen just said. Right, like when she was saying that, I soaked all of that in. See, nobody never explained it like she just explained it. They'll put it in their own different type of words. And I'm not the type of person. Well, I'm the type of person I go off like it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And the way she just said it, it just broke down into pieces and pieces and pieces and pieces in me, and that just
Mm.
stuck with me. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that it stuck with you because you know what? If we can't be here for one another and reach our people with this job and the people that's out there, this is what this is for. It's for us to reach outside this whole universe and touch individuals that is scared and feel that they don't have a voice or a choice on anything. We open up our arms. We sharing love. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We sharing love that wasn't never offered. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't no fake petitions or none of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We all gotta heal. Because when we all heal, we are so great. And we gotta be able to help each other. We gotta help one another. That's our mission in life. When you want to know what you here for, you know why you here, Amira, baby. You are young. You done been out here in the world. You done been through wars, rain, sleep, and snow, slop, and everything that you could ever absorb. And only thing I see the little bitty baby inside of you, the little bitty girl that just crying out. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that you love was just snatched and taken away from you. You understand what I'm saying? That builds up a whole lot of anger and hurt, and it makes you want to people to feel what you feeling, but the pain is so deep you don't never think nobody will never feel how hurt you are. But I want to tell you something today. You ain't in this by yourself, sister. We just strong and we just surviving. And that's why we got to get the word out here to let everybody else know. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
We are
ma'am.
survivors. We're gonna overcome everything that was meant to kill us and to take us up out of here. You hear what I'm saying? See there, love conquers all faults. You hear me?
Yes,
And that's
ma'am.
what the devil's job is. He want us to hate each other. He want us to stay messy. He want us to stay in confusion. He want us to be against one another. You understand what I'm saying? But if we just keep on holding on to the I am God, and just keep on trusting and believing in each other and believing unity is our most sacred weapon, unifying ourselves together on one accord. You know what I tell people like this, and they look at me like I'm crazy all the time. I want to have the trust with my sister and my brother that if we standing on the end of a ledge, I ain't gotta even think twice if I'm falling, if that person gonna catch me. If I gotta think twice if that person gonna catch me, then I'm with the wrong people. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a whole lot of trust. The trust with the people that we're dealing with on this earth in this world today.
That's
But
true.
guess what? We gotta keep hope alive. And we gotta know that that love is here. We just gotta keep on finding it within inside of ourselves and it's gonna glow on the outside to everybody else.
It
Try the
will.
spirit by the spirit. I'm always gonna stand on that. I'm always gonna stand on that. Cause I was mentally, physically abused. And one of the brothers told me, he said, you know what? You've been mentally abused so long, you don't even you only thing you accept is being mentally abused. And I couldn't get mad at that brother. You understand what I'm saying? Because I listen to what people say to me. Yes, it's a whole lot of me that still accept mental default because I didn't always get that part of that mentalness cleared up because I'm so clingy. I want everybody to love one another. I just want everybody to get along. I think that everybody should get along. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not prejudiced to nobody. I'm not funny to nobody. If anybody tell you something about me that I'm on some stuff, don't want nobody to get together, you better believe they lying. Cause that ain't who I am. Sometimes I gotta pinch my own self. Honey have been around. She can tell you. You know, when there's something real about it, you can't fake it. You understand what I'm saying? I love to love. I love to love because I felt that I wasn't loved the way that I should have been loved as a child.
Mm.
I felt that, I was always kicked to the curb. I was always in the corner. Everything that could go wrong and go bad to me, all the bad stuff always happened to me. Thinking I'm the black sheep of the family. All of that kind of stuff. So I had to get up out of that self pity stuff. You hear me? Because it was more people in the world going through what I was going through, and I figured out that I was just a doorkeeper to open up the door to let them know it is a way up out of it. It is a way. We are not trapped, and this is what this mental thing is all about. Our minds are so precious. Our minds are so uh fragile. We gotta be very careful of what we're absorbing inside of it. So we gotta keep our vibration of energy at a very high level. We gotta act like we happy, happy, happy to oversee the hurt and pain that's trying to come to destroy us. Happiness gonna slap it down. But if we mad with it, you're gonna have a fight on your head because that fight ain't gonna never end. You're gonna always be fighting. When you get through with that fight, you're gonna be fighting with somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm mad. I'm
Mm-hmm.
angry. They did me wrong. I'm gonna hurt somebody that
You
don't even
woke up
believe that
control.
they deserve to be hurt. You
Yeah,
gotta pay
that's
attention
true.
to the mentalness.
Just as quick as you can choose to wake up and be like that, you got to wake up and choose happiness. Like, fake
Yeah.
it till you make it. That's one thing you got to learn how to fake it till you make it.
A
Can't
thousand
just,
pardons. Fatima said that not act, but we are happy for real, for real.
for real, for real.
Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Every day don't be rainbows and roses for me. But
Mm,
here go the hit though, right? And this and Fatima definitely shines some light on me with a lot of different things as well. You know, even though everything ain't maybe not where I may want it to be, just the fact that he woke me up and he blessed me with a second chance. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Each day
Yeah.
is another chance to right the wrongs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just thankful for that part, and I'm gonna keep on smiling. I'm gonna and I got a lot to be thankful for because I promised y'all a few 24 hours ago, baby. It wasn't that long. It wasn't but a couple of years ago. I was literally balled up in fetal position. Thought I was ugly. You would have never seen me with my real hair because I thought I was ugly. And I had to wear makeup and I had to wear wigs and I had to wear my lashes and I had to be sharp. You understand what I'm saying? Like I was a dressed up garbage can because I was real sharp on the
Mm.
outside and I was empty on the inside. You understand what I'm saying? See, today I can give the world the real me. No
Mm,
eyelashes, no
mm.
fake hair, no makeup, nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Some lip gloss because I am so happy with the person that I see today. I love that woman in the mirror.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Nothing, nobody else will ever, 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 ever make me feel less than because every day I wake up and say, I am enough.
You
Yes.
are. You all are.
I am enough.
Like, people can take like little small sticky notes or little paper or some crayon right on your mirror. So when you get up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, you look at yourself and it say, I am happy. I am beautiful. I am enough. I will be more and better than I was yesterday. Them simple little things can take you so far. It might seem like, oh, that ain't nothing. Wait till you wake up and start it. Like you will wake up and actually be those things. Like
Yes.
never would have thought it could happen. That simple. We
Yeah.
just overthink things. We was abused before. But once you get
Uh,
outside that box, it is sometimes always sunshine and rainbows. Even when it's raining, I still see sunshine and rainbows. I go out there and let it cleanse me because that's what it's
Yeah.
for. The Lord said that
Yes.
that
oh
that
yes,
rain
it
was for
is.
to wash that stuff
Yes,
away.
it is. Yes,
And
it
that
is.
rainbow shine right afterwards, and I'm good.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. One of the audience was asking, was it any kind of way that we could come up with some strategy where it could be alive for the out of some
For the
type of
viewer,
audience on Zoom or anything? Because there's still a whole lot of people that just need to reach out and touch.
Yeah, he said, "Is there any way that the public can assist the Aisha, the sisterhood in some form of a support group Zoom. I believe is needed for many to overcome. That's a great idea, Brother Kent. And after the podcast, I'll definitely bring it to the sisters and see what we can come up with, because this is definitely a topic that one show, two shows, six shows is not enough,
It's not enough.
because we have all suffered from generational curses, childhood trauma, mental abuse, mental illness. It's the subject is so deep. There was a young man that I had met. He changed his name all the time on Facebook, but I know him as Mustafa, and he wanted to do something like this a while back. So I'm gonna get with him, and hopefully, we can come up with something, because women aren't the only people affected by this. We're gonna need the brothers to step in and talk with us and help us to make this thing come to fruition, because this is something that affects all of us, not just women.
Oh no, not just the women. The men be affected even
Thank you, Brother
harder.
Ken.
Even more.
Me and Mustafa talks a lot. He tries to help me a lot with my mental or whatever, and then he'll get like really, really upset when I don't agree with him. And I be like, why is you upset? And it's my brain, it's myself, it's me. I know what's going on. He always says, you don't know what's going on with yourself.
But he's a young person, so
I know.
But he tried to help. His heart in the right place. You know what I'm saying? I look at him like a son, and I just love him. Mustafa, if you hear me, reach out, brother. We need you.
He right there. He changed his name to
When he
Obi
get
now.
mad, don't get mad with him that he get mad with you. He sees something in you that he wants you to see for yourself.
Yeah. Yes, and that happens, don't it,
So
Queen?
it's not like a mad, it's like a passion.
You know what? You better leave me alone. But it's the truth though. So Amira, when you think that people are really attacking you, it's the light that they see inside of you that they want to make it shine. And everybody don't know how to contact people on their level for them to understand. And that's why it seems like it be a bulk of confusion. You hear what I'm saying?
Yes,
But
ma'am.
it's a lot of greatness inside of you that they want to exfoliate. You
And
hear
I
what I'm
want you to
saying?
know that.
Yes.
Because you got something, God got something for you. You ain't went through all of that stuff for nothing. Ain't none of us been through all this stuff for nothing. You got to understand what you've been here for. If you don't, pray and ask God to show it to you. But you came through and you still here and you able to sit here and talk about it. And you don't look like what you went through. That's very encouraging for the next young lady or young fella.
Yeah,
So
because a lot of people tell me that my looks don't match my personality.
you don't.
It doesn't, baby. You such a sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't if I would have never known you was a little pistol starter junior.
I am.
You such a sweetie.
I wouldn't hurt a fly.
I don't know about that, but
I don't know about that now.
you're such a sweetie.
Talk about you want her to fly. She be body. She be jumping the gun. Body. All right, baby, calm down, sister.
Right.
Calm down.
That may be the whole
Pump
time.
the brake.
Now you telling on me, Queen?
Now you
No, I say pump the brake.
I
No,
pumped them though. I pumped them. Them last 5 bullets helped me pump them and stop me. Yeah.
yeah, but you know what we gotta learn? We gotta learn to start using our words very carefully, because the things that you say out your mouth, you speak them into existence. And every word come out, every one of our mouths turn into living things. Our tongues deliver life or death. Because you could say something to somebody and you could kill a whole soul. You could say something to somebody and you could take them to the most exciting part of life that they ever been to. So let's try to practice, being good to ourselves and being good to people that's in our surroundings. Let's try not. You know what? I had an auntie. They used to call her Bertha Butt. But every time she seen somebody, she used to have everybody in the family laughing hard, right? Because she'll walk up to, like, don't you know how the mother be walking with their baby in the stroller? Now it'd be some pretty, pretty, pretty babies, right? And she'll say, "Baby, you know you is so pretty. You're the prettiest thing ever." Right? That's her word, and she's sticking to it. And it's sometimes she should have never stuck to that word. You understand what I'm saying?
baby was a
But
ham.
she gave that word to everybody, right?
Yeah,
I said, I'm not walking with her no more. You understand what
that,
I'm saying?
that
I'm
part.
not walking with her. But baby, everything and everybody she seen was beautiful and pretty. Baby,
Yeah,
you so pretty.
yeah.
You so pretty. It was the people were so pretty. I couldn't even look at them. They were so pretty.
Lord. Brother Kent said being a woman is work within itself. Single
Yep.
mothers raising children,
Hmm.
emotional support, domestic violations, sex trafficking, and just protecting our queens in general.
Yes, sir. I totally agree. I agree because lack of knowledge causes us to when we don't teach our children at an early age. Mama used to always teach us about stranger danger. And then the race of kids at lower age started. Some kids think they could just run up to somebody because they got them some candy or something like that. Next thing you know, they done snatched them in a van and they took they off to another land and country. They don't ever see their parents again with that sex trafficking. And what they have to learn too, it ain't always no strangers
That's
that's
right.
coming amongst you and your family to do harm to your children by snatching and abducting them. It be friends.
Yeah.
It be not friends. It be frenemies.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's a market that they got going out. Those are a lot of different subjects and stuff like that. But uh, we want to get the information out to you all. My cousin, I call her my niece, but she's the judge for the circuit court. She was supposed to be sending us some pamphlets that we could put out to let you all know about the mental illness hotlines that they have, the mental illness programs that they have. Cause see, they shut down so many mental facilities. That's why it's so many people on the street homeless because a lot of them came up out of those mental institutions. You understand what I'm saying? And a
Yeah.
lot of, them police going up there abusing and killing a lot of people, and they not even knowing what's going on because they're not in their right state of mind.
That's right.
You know, but we
For
need to get some information out.
Fatima said the affirmations alone can change one's self esteem instantly. Let's
Hmm.
do that more like Auntie, okay? Let's do more like Auntie. Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
right.
For real, for real. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Contagious
yes.
after so long.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, yeah.
It
It
becomes
can change.
contagious after so long.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's something that need to be practiced on. You know what I'm saying? If beauty come out your mouth, then beauty will surround you.
Hmm.
that part.
So does that mean I gotta start dressing like a girl?
No, cause
No,
I don't do it all the time.
Okay, cool.
you ain't gotta dress like a girl, but you not no girl. 'Cause you're a young lady and you're very beautiful, and
Yeah,
you should want to. If you've been running around with your jeans and your gym shoes every day of your life, climbing the trees, jumping through hoops and all that kind of stuff, maybe now it's time for you to put on some fishnet stockings and start making it do what it do, baby.
Oh, look at
You
Not
understand
the
what I'm
right.
saying?
Because you're not
fishnets.
a
not the
brother.
fishnet.
Fatima,
Huh?
Amira, you are not a brother.
I am
You is
a
a sister.
brother.
You a sister.
Yeah, we had to remind Amira sometimes.
You
I said
you
yes
a
to F you
sister.
do.
Nothing ain't wrong with putting the work in, but still let them know that you're putting the work in with your skirt.
Amira, one of the brothers said it wouldn't be a bad look.
I think I'm going. I don't know.
We gonna practice in some heels. I'm
I
coming.
can't
Fatima
wear
said,
heels.
you see Fatima, she said, yes, the blank you do.
Mm-mm. But that's beautiful. And like you said, we can never do enough segments on mental illness, but we definitely need to have a segment that has something to do with mental illness with some of the speakers from the different institutions that could give us informational worksheets and stuff where everybody could be contacted. And ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with something. See, let me tell you something. I ain't trying to throw that up there. I keep on coming back to that. But my daughter-in-law, she lost her baby, and I asked her every day, "You okay?" She said, "I'm okay." And I say, "Stop saying that you okay, cause it's all right for you not to be okay." You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's all right for you not to be okay. Not being okay is good. That's when you shed and letting everything come in that you can take care of. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
It's all right to not to be okay. Because if you ain't okay and you shed, you know that you're not okay. Then that means that that's the signal that's calling out for help.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You know, and we supposed to help one another,
that's right.
and we are gonna help each other. We're gonna help all these sisters, and we're gonna definitely help our brother. I had to tell a brother a long time ago. I am not trying to take your position, my man. I feel that y'all are in war. I feel that you'd have been wounded, and I feel that us sisters is gonna carry you over the threshold to safety until you're able to stand up and hold that crown up to carry us through this war that we gotta win. That's who
All
we are.
right. That's what I'm talking about,
All right
Queen.
now.
All right, we have to take another commercial break. This will be our final commercial break, and when we return, we'll have a final word from each of our co-hosts.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. You, the silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up.
I love that song, y'all. Welcome back to the Aisha Sisters Show. My name is Honey, and I'm with my co-hosts, Amira, Bunnie, and Queen Sue.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we're about to close up. We're about to wrap this show up. Thank everybody for logging in. Queen Sue, do you have any words to leave with the public?
I want to leave with the public to each and every last one of you all. Please hit and subscribe and keep on supporting us so that this could go worldwide. We love you all with all of our heart. And can we have a number up there for you all to contact us for us to be able to assist you all in any program that you all may have going on? Call us, try us, and see that we are about who you are, and we want you to be about who we are. We love you.
All right, Amira.
Something to lead to the public.
Yeah, we're getting ready to close out.
Okay.
Final words.
Never kill a man unless he deserve it, and never up your gun unless you're gonna use it. Number one rule.
Fatima, if you still online, you don't have to do an intervention. Come on, Bunnie.
I want to say thank you to all our viewers. Thank you to the new subscribers and the old subscribers. I hope that this episode really did something for someone out there or touch someone that could touch another person. Like,
Yeah.
I just want y'all to spread love, love yourself, and just try to be better than you was yesterday.
Okay.
I was supposed to say something like that. That didn't come to my brain.
Come back here. Come back.
It's all right, sis.
It's
It's
all
all
right,
right.
Amira. Look, this might be your first podcast, but it definitely won't be your last. We love you, so
I love
it's
you
okay.
guys too.
It's okay. I thank everybody for logging on. Like I said, man, we have been consistent. I think we have more viewers on this podcast than we have ever had. I want to thank everybody for their support. Kent,
Oh yeah.
Kent,
I love Kent.
we
Yeah, I
love
love
you.
you.
We would
I
not
love you.
be possible if it wasn't for your support. Brooke, we love you
I
guys.
love Brooke.
This is amazing. I thank you guys for even giving us the opportunity and a platform
Yeah.
to share with the world who the Aisha sisters are, what we
Oh
stand,
yeah.
what we do. If you would like to be a part of our show, email us at AishaSisters@gmail.com. If you would like to donate, email us at AishaSisterhood@AishaSisters@gmail.com. We welcome all support. Please like, share, and subscribe to our podcast. Uh, A Talk with Samori and Ebony, Get the Point podcast, and any other podcasts that are shown on the Plus TV network. I thank you all, and please log in for our next show, which is Sunday, February 26th at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you all for your time.
Love.
It's mighty.